You guys can see the density on this one is a nice density. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep it in the middle part style. Obviously, if I come up close, you guys can see that there is some lace that's still left. So usually what I like to do is trim that little lace part up. So I'm gonna do that around the perimeter right here. I am a medium to average cap size, so this one fits my head pretty good. It's gonna cover right enough where the ear tab section lands. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and spray this unit down with my spray like I mentioned before. I'm gonna go in with this one and spray it just so that I can melt with my skin tone better. We're just tinting the lace with a little spray. Ain't that deep. Go to the beauty supply store, get it, or check my Amazon storefront, period. So we're gonna go ahead and spray it. Like I said, I'm gonna keep it a middle part style. And for a 13 by 4, this actually could be like a 13 by 6. This is a lot of parting space. This is a large 13 by 4 cap, just to put that out there. So I'm gonna keep it a middle part. I'm gonna add like a little baby hair swiggle or whatever to it. And then we're just gonna keep it pushing. Like I said to you guys, I'm gonna clean the surface right here before I pull the tape off to put this down. And we're gonna just do a little razzle dazzle and keep it pushing. And if I did not mention already, this does come with an adjustable strap, so that's also going to give you that extra security. So I'm going to add the adjustable strap on this one, and then we're just going to keep it pushing. So alright guys, so I did go ahead and pull the cover off the tape, and I did clean the sides. So I'm gonna go ahead and place it down. Now I did not use the spray on the tape just because it's gonna make it non-sticky if I do it, just because of oil base. So I'm gonna go ahead and just press this down. So you see this side, just press it down. So what I'm gonna do for that edge, for the sides right here, is I'm just gonna tap powder on top of it, some of my face powder from Fenty Beauty, and that's what we're gonna do, just because we don't put oil base or anything like greasy on top of it, because it's not gonna allow the tape to adhere even when you replace it multiple times. So I'm just gonna tap some powder into the sides right there on top of it, just to kind of help it blend a little bit better. You can also tap a little bit of your bronzing powder in that section as well too, if you want it to really melt. So that part's, I'm not gonna do any sideburns with that one. I'm just gonna leave it like that. And obviously I'm gonna show you guys this. You can lift it up and put it right back down, and it stays in place. So it's not glued to your head or anything like that. You literally can lift it up and put it back down. So what I'm gonna do now is formulate a middle part. The middle part is there, but I feel like the middle part could be like a little bit better, even though I personally suck at this. But I'm still gonna go ahead and give it my best go, just because I want it to be a nice, cute little clean middle part. So I think that's okay. We're gonna go with okay for that. And I'm gonna spray with some even Wonderlace spray, just to kind of really freeze that area up so I can get a nice, you know, middle part look going on. You can see the track right there, so I'm just gonna cover some of that up with a little bit of hair. We don't need all that. And like I said, this is a large 13 by 4, honey. Like, this is like 13 by 6 in theory. It's not really a 13 by 4 in my opinion, but hey, they're giving large 13 by 4s out at Beauty Forever here. So that's another reason why you should just go out and buy it, because you're getting more space. So it's a lot of space for 13 by 4. So I'm gonna go in with my hot comb. Thought it was hot, it is hot. I'm just gonna make sure I like press that down. I'm not trying to move the curl pattern. I'm just trying to get that defining middle part look. Is that right? It don't matter, it's still gonna look fire anyway. So I'm just trying to get the part to show to show a little scalp. And I'm also gonna run the hot comb up against the hairline just to open it up a little bit. They did a good tweezing job to it. They didn't get like intense. If you wanna go in and do a little intense, you know, a little edge up on here, you can, but I'm gonna take it like this, because sometimes when you go too far and you start pulling too much hair out, that's when you start getting little bald spots and having like all these little imperfections. So sometimes I just leave it the way they do it, just because it's perfect enough for it to look natural enough. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really have to do all that. And I'm just gonna pull probably like 2 pieces of hair on each side, just to give myself like a nice little baby hair look, because I feel like baby hairs would definitely look good on this type of unit. So you guys already know I separate the hair from the part, and then I also make sure I drag it across the hair so that it lays flat as well. So drag it up and down, and then I want to go ahead and spray the even. We're not spraying to the hair down, we're just spraying the spot to make sure that the baby hair and everything stays in position. You guys can already see the hair, look at that, gorgeous. And like I said again, it is super glueless. You can lift this up and put it back down, but we're gonna keep it simple today, guys. I love, love, love this curl pattern. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the baby hair. I'm really not good at this, but I'm just gonna go for it. Y'all know I always try to do something, I always make it work out at the end of the day, but I feel like 2 little baby hairs on here will be really cute, so we're gonna go for it. I got my little mini curling iron. I got this from the, that's a curling, a hot comb, I mean straightener from the beauty supply store. It does a whatever job. Like, it ain't gonna do nothing spectacular, but it does what it needs to do for the purpose of the hairstyle. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to curl this up as best as I can. And then we're gonna lay it down. So as far as laying it down, y'all know I always do the same thing. I'm gonna use the baby hair brush, and we're gonna go ahead and spray the comb area with some even, and we're just gonna lay the baby hair down. Like, I do this, and I'm telling you guys, the baby hair stays in place even when you pop the wig off. Like, it literally stays like that. So I usually do 2 swings in the front. I don't use glue. I don't use any mousse because mousse messes up with your makeup. If you use the Even Wonder, if you use the Even Wonder Lace spray, it doesn't like mess with your makeup and it doesn't look nasty. Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna just use a little bit of this. I use my hand to kind of like stick it in place. We're just trying to formulate that little ringlet curl. Because obviously when you lift it up, you still want to have that like little ringlet curl. I don't know, I feel like even lace just works way better for baby hairs in my opinion. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and define the parting space a little bit more with my Fenty powder as well. I feel like the Fenty powder would definitely just kind of brighten this up in the middle. If you want to go ahead and make that part very crisp, you can go ahead and use your spray, but I'm not going to use it because it's a curly texture and I want it to look natural and not too like, you don't know, like I got a wig. So I'm just going to clean some areas up, a little bit of spray, a little bit of powder, just to define the parting space out so you don't see any harshness. And yeah, so there you go. I feel like that looks really, really good, guys. So next step, again, very simple, guys, talking it through. So the next step we're gonna do right now is do a little bit of styling. And as far as the styling, I'm not going to add that much product to this hair. Ooh wee! I look like, what's her name, Reese? From LSU. She be having her hair like this a lot too. Such a pretty girl. So I'm gonna go in with my Cantu Shea Butter Wave Whip Curling Mousse. So I'm gonna use this mainly on the top because the top needs to be tamed more than the bottom. I'm gonna go in on the bottom with some leave-in conditioner because the hair is very pretty, but we wanna kind of gather that mousse up top like this. Y'all see how I use the hot comb to pull this part up? So we wanna leave that like that because we want it to look, you know, like a natural pull up. Look at, guys, look at that hair. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Already with the mousse on, y'all can see look at those waves pop up with the mousse on top. We're already talking about business here, okay? It's giving business, honey. So I'm gonna go ahead with some more mousse and I'm gonna travel down more now towards this part. And I'm not gonna wave my hands to it because I don't wanna comb any of the curls out. I'm just adding moisture to the hair so it dries up nicely. And you guys can see this part looks like it's like a little bit more loose. So what I'm gonna do is add some more mousse to the inner part right here. There's the inner part of the wig, just to make sure that this part gets a little bit of waving too. So, wow. Straight off the bat, honey, gorgeous. Like, this might have to be it for my trip. This might have to be it for my trip. This is gorgeous, like, very easy effort. And I feel like this is the type of wig that dries up very fast as well too. So you're not gonna be waiting for a lot of drying time with this unit. And again, the unit is easy to install. You lift it, you lay it right back down, and you're good to go, honey, okay? You're good to go. You're just really, 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 really good to go. So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's giving business. It's giving business. Gorgeous. So I'm gonna go ahead and work the mousse on the bottom portion. I thought, you know, I'm gonna just add it. Instead of fingering through the hair, I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap the hair around it like this because the hair is already very, very wavy. Obviously this is same day install, so this unit is straight out the box. So you're already getting it packaged very pretty. So I'm basically amplifying the packaging. I'm not gonna run my hands through the curls. I'm gonna leave the curls the way they are. This is absolutely stunning, guys. I'm really, really happy with this one, and I'm telling y'all, this might be the wig for my very soon to come trip. Like, y'all know I always feature all my units on my vlog, so you guys will see this one pop up. Most likely, oh God, gorgeous. And I usually like to go in with some Even Wonder Lace spray at the top. And I do this so that the curls at the top kind of like keep its shape, especially underneath here. So the hair keeps its shape underneath there and keeps like a curl pattern without getting too frizzy underneath, especially in this area right here. I like to spray it. And then what I'm gonna do is leave the hair alone, guys. I don't play with the hair too much after because I want the hair to stay flat. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray underneath here as well. And then we're gonna go ahead and let this dry up, put some of this product in it, and then I'll be back. So this is a unit, guys, in full flash. Absolutely love this unit, guys. Now, obviously, this is a 13x4 unit. It is pre-everything. It's glueless. Today's install was very simple. I kind of chopped it down with you guys, showed you guys everything, didn't leave any parts out. So this is a very same day shake and go style unit. So let me go ahead and show you guys. It is glueless. You can go ahead and lift this up, and then you can go ahead and put it back down and just press it back down, guys, and it'll land perfectly in place. You guys can see it's very seamless and straight to the point. So you don't have to do all that extra spraying glue down, adding adhesive, actually tacky glue on, or anything like that. The little air tap tape pieces make it very easy for you to just put it on and take it off. Now, like I said to you guys before, make sure you go ahead and clean that surface with some alcohol before applying the tape, just to make sure that it's not greasy or in that it adheres perfectly to the skin. So as you guys can see, it does just that. I'm able to slide it right back down into place with no issues whatsoever. And the same thing goes for this side as well too, guys. You can lift it up and put that baby right back down, and we're good to go. So I wanted to do a little baby hair magic too. I did 2 little swiggles in the front. I think the swiggles in the front just give a little razzle dazzle to the unit. If you want to go ahead and do this in the side part, you can, but I decided just to keep it in the middle part. Side part is definitely eating with this one too, but I feel like, you know, a middle part definitely gives it everything it needs to give. I was a little worried when I was putting the mousse on the hair that the top curls wouldn't really fold through, but as you guys can see, once the air dried through, you guys can see how nice and wavy this hair is. The pattern looks pretty. And of course, I'm gonna go ahead and lift the unit up for you guys completely so you guys can see that this is glueless. Like, you don't have to do anything. Obviously, my baby hairs kind of do their little thing, but for the most part, it's glueless. So once you lift it, you take these, press it back down, and then we're good to go, baby. That's it. So very glueless. There's nothing in the front right here. And like I said, the way I showed you guys the baby hair technique, it always works out. I feel like the Even Wonder lace on the baby hairs definitely does a really good job keeping the baby hairs with that swivel right there. So you guys can see once I lifted it up and put it back down, it's gonna still give the same baby hair formation. Everything else remains pretty nice and clean. So you guys can see that. Simple. So I don't know what to tell you guys. If you're not someone that didn't start learning wigs back then when there was not all these types of advanced styles, if you really don't know what you're doing, you can do it now because it's very, very simple and straight to the point. I think this video pretty much will give you all the tea that you need to install this unit, guys. So thank you again to Beauty Forever Hair for sponsoring today's video. I will leave all the information down below, guys, including a coupon code, and make sure you shop my link if you want to purchase this unit for Beauty Forever Hair, guys. And as always, I will catch you guys in a later one. Bye.